Yo, what's poppin', peeps? Your boy T Money up in the Heezy. Happy Wednesday. Got a small little assortment of items to show you guys today. I got a couple things in the mail today and a couple things in the mail yesterday. So not a lot here, but quality over quantity as always. And so I wanted to share it with you. So first up, let's see. So the item itself is actually, well, I've had it for a while now, but I've got this. I got a message from Zavvi a few weeks ago advertising frames for your steelbooks. So they're super expensive. So obviously, as you know, as much as I would love to have fucking rack full of framed steelbooks, can't afford that. But I bought one. I actually thought it was going to come with a steelbook, but it didn't. So all the more reason why they're really expensive. So anyway, but I've framed up what I think is probably my favorite, not my most valuable steelbook, but my favorite personal steelbook in my collection. So I just wanted to share it with you guys because it does look really, really sick in this frame. So, and you can actually frame it on the wall. It's got like the tack or the nub thing in the back, so it can be framed. But really sick. Obviously, this is a collector piece anyway, so I don't plan on watching this or anything, so it's perfect in this. Yeah, so if you guys have any steelbooks that you cherish, you know, you can purchase these from Zavvi. I think it was like 25 bucks or something shipped from the UK, but really, really cool. So I may get a couple down the road, you know, but not too many because they're expensive, and I don't really have the space anyway. I don't know if I've decided whether or not I'm going to actually tack this up on the wall or if I'm just going to put it, you know, stack it on the floor. That's probably where it will end up going. But really, really nice though. I love the idea. I love the steelbook. So black on black too is pretty sick. Pretty sleek and sexy if you ask me. So stoked for that little case there. So next up is an item that I got from Arrow Video. I actually pre-ordered this like last year sometime, and it took a long time for this to get finally released, and I actually wasn't expecting it. I had no idea when it was going to come. I had contacted them like early December and was like, what's up with this item? And they were like, yeah, it got pushed back. It'll be coming. So then I kind of forgot about it. And then yesterday in the mail, it was here. So we'll get into a little bit in depth about what this is. This is the Blair Witch Project. It's an actual paperback book. And it's from Russ Gom, who's a filmmaker. And it's basically just a discussion of the phenomena, which is the Blair Witch Project. Basically, it talks about like one particular fan who was so deeply affected by it, and then it also just talks about how the film has influenced, you know, modern horror, how it reshaped the '90s horror subculture, and how it impacts horror to this day. I haven't actually checked it out yet. I just read the brief synopsis on the back, but honestly, I was a little bit disappointed in the size of the actual book because this thing was like 30 bucks, 30 pounds or something, I think, maybe 25 pounds. And it's literally the size of an insert that you get in like one of their special editions. So I don't know what is up with that, but it would have been really nice if we got this film in a special edition with a new, you know, master of the film or something on Blu-ray. But no, we just get this book here that's like the size of a Blu-ray and nothing with it. So I was hoping like maybe like a coffee table book, something big like the other Arrow book that they put out for what was it, Hammer Films, I think, or you know, just a bigger size. But anyway, I haven't checked it out yet, so I can't really review it. But yeah, it's just all about the Blair Witch Project, which I obviously love. Huge fan of that movie, so of course, it's actually one of the only movies that is truly frightening to me. So it's always had a special mark on my horror love or whatever. It's just a special film for me. Alright, so next up, just got 3 more items here. This is a new one from Scream Factory / IFC. We have the release of Hitchcocks Shower Scene, which is kind of controversial in my opinion. It's like a long freaking documentary on the shower scene, which is like, what, a minute, 60 seconds long? It's not a long scene, a little over a minute, but yeah, I mean, of course, it's a powerful scene, a powerful film, particularly a powerful scene that impacted and inspired, you know, horror, goes without saying, in so many ways to this day. But, yeah, it's interesting to see that they did a whole 92-minute documentary on the shower scene. But as you can see here, it's featuring Jamie Lee Curtis, Guillermo del Toro, Danny Elfman, Mick Garris, Elijah Wood, Oz Perkins, Captivating, it says, does full justice to how Psycho changed the heartbeat of the world. It says, variety, a landmark documentary, exceptional and provocative. Special features include extended interview with Walter Murch, extended interview with Guillermo del Toro, stabbing melons with director, so little featurettes and stuff. So yeah, Scream Factory in conjunction with IFC, we have 7852, Hitchcock's shower scene. Of course, I collect Scream Factory, huge fan of Psycho, so I had to grab it for the collection, and love me some, historical horror documentaries as well. So I'm definitely going to check this one out. I'm curious about it, though, because I want to see how good they could make a 92-minute documentary on a short little scene from a film from Psycho. So, really cool. Let me grab a swig of this before I go any further. So next up we have a new Steelbook from Arrow. Now, the only reason why I bought this goes without saying. Everybody's seen this movie, of course. Big Lubble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China. Don't really need to talk about the film itself. But I actually only have like the cheap US Blu-ray release of this film. So I wanted to grab like a nicer edition of it. So I decided to go with this. I don't know if it's limited. It says it's a limited edition, but it doesn't say like a number of units. So I don't know how limited it actually is. But I actually grabbed this from Zavvi, and yeah, so it's really nice. Arrow's been pumping out they've been resubmit, you know what I mean? They've double dipping, triple dipping on a lot of their releases. This one I justified buying just because, like I said, I don't have very many copies of this film. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'll probably open this up sometime soon just to check out the transfer and stuff. I have to figure out. I can't for the life of me actually remember if I have the Arrow Blu-ray of Big Trouble. I'm not sure. I know I have the cheap US Blu-ray release, but if I do, then I might just keep this sealed, as I have been. I've been buying like the Steelbooks that they've been reissuing, like Society and Hellraiser, and I've just been keeping them sealed just because Lord knows I have those movies a million fucking times. I don't need to open them, but for collector purposes, keep it sealed for now. Great film, though. Great cover artwork. Chocked full of special features. I also want to do a compare and contrast to see if they were able to port everything over from their Keep Case edition release of this onto the Steelbook. So we'll find that out now. Next up, guys, last but not least, really, 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 really excited for this movie. It is a blind buy. It's a slasher I've never seen before. All of a sudden, it's getting a lot of hype, attention, and love because it's finally getting a release. Don't think it has a US Blu-ray. Pretty sure it doesn't. 88 Films. We have Blood Harvest. So yeah, a lot of my friends have been talking about this one, saying it's great. I had never heard of it until I saw it was up for pre-order on 88 Films' site. We have number 34 from the Slasher Classics collection, Blood Harvest. I'll read you guys a synopsis of this one. It says, a cocktail of vengeance and lust. Love the clown on the cover. Prolific B-movie maverick Bill Rebane, who did the Giant Spider Invasion, which I love, opted for some contemporary real-world horror carnage and caught wind of the slice and dice craze with his classic Blood Harvest from 1987, the year after I was born. Unleashed at a time when the slasher movie was awash with sequels, Blood Harvest stood out thanks to a lunatic performance by Tiny Tim, legendary American television personality who offers up a creepy and instantly cult sing-song scene as well. Yes, it did say that. Featuring a masked man on the rampage, twists and turns that will keep you glued to the gore, and a final reel that packs in plenty of sadism and shocks. Blood Harvest gets its HD worldwide premiere from the celluloid plasma addicts at 88 Films. Let the harvest begin. Dare you watch. So yeah, limited slipcase, of course, in this release. Go grab it now while it's hot off the press, while it's still available. This is going to sell out, guys, I guarantee you. The slipcover will. I'm sure it will. It should. And we have a new HD transfer from 16mm vault materials, uncompressed stereo audio, optional English subtitles, which I love. Tiny Tim in Niagara Falls, September 3rd, 1987. Behind the scenes of Blood Harvest, featuring on-set footage and interviews with Tiny Tim and director Bill Rebane. Tiny Tim's rap party performance, alternate nightmare opening credit sequence, reverse sleeve with alternate cover artwork. So let's see here, guys. Peel back the cover. Looks like the reversible cover artwork is nowhere to be seen. You've got a little blurb inside with notes by, I'm going to guess, Sheriff John Quincy Wydell. No, my apologies. From Justin A. Martell, author, Eternal Troubadour, The Improbable Life of Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim just looks creepy, man. So I really can't wait to see his performance in this. And that is a lame-ass reversible cover artwork if I've ever seen one. That is terrible. Not even gonna lie. So it's just like really blurred. It's a shitty image. So we're definitely gonna keep this one, I think, on both, even though it's the same image. It is by far superior to the... Is that the theatrical artwork inside? I don't know. It's terrible. But anyway, guys, yeah, go check this one out. Go give 88 some support. This is Region B only, I believe. Let me double check for you guys. It's not going to tell me. Usually they're good about that, too. I don't see region on here. I'm going to say it's Region B, just because most of the Slasher Classics collection from 88 is Region B. Let me see if it's on here. I don't see it anywhere, guys. I don't want to waste any more time. But yeah, we'll say it is. But check this one out all the same. Get yourself an all-region player if you need to. I can't wait. I've never seen this before. Super stoked for it. So, alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll catch y'all real soon with a new one. Peace.